Let's talk about how to create a signature coaching program. So here are our general comments. The thing is that when you actually are trying to boost revenue growth over time, you got to really establish, and it doesn't matter the coaching niche you're in, it doesn't matter the geography you're in. You really want to have a signature coaching program that can help you actually consistently drive revenue over time. And so let me first define what a signature coaching program really is. So a signature program is a reusable system or framework for that matter that you can use to coach clients with over and over again to actually reach a specific goal. Okay, this is really important. Let me explain what I mean here. So in a signature coaching program, there is actually no need to plan your clients' journeys from scratch since that work has already been done during the design of the program itself. In other words, you are establishing a foundation that you can use. It can be an intellectual foundation, a logistical foundation, an emotional foundation, and also a revenue foundation for you to actually plan your client's journey from scratch. Okay. And basically, your clients choose to purchase your program because they want the end results you are promising, not because they have a vague idea of how you can help them. It's all about granularity. It's all about simplicity. It's all about clarity. So a signature program can stem from several places. Maybe you have decades of experience in coaching and have discovered something that all your clients have in common that you believe could be mapped into a framework. Or maybe you have experienced something specific in your own life that gives you a particular expertise and that you think your clients could benefit from following in your footsteps. It's all about actually creating something that is based on acumen, based on expertise, that's based on a specific background. And so another way to define a signature coaching program is your unique way of solving a specific problem. What is your brain? What is your brain in terms of solving that problem? So why should you have a signature program in the first place? Well, the best part about creating and launching your own signature coaching program is that there is no competition out there for this particular framework. Other coaches may have their own signature programs, but they are designed in different ways and don't solve the same problems using the same method. You have your brain. Think about it as your brain. The most unique thing about your signature program is you. Even if other coaches try to copy what you do, which probably means that you are doing something right in the first place, right? But they'll never be you, and they'll never have the life experience and professional journey that it took you to develop your program. And signature programs are also perfect for attracting your dream clients. You define what type of problem you want to solve and how you want to solve that problem, so potential clients who hear about your program will know exactly what they're getting themselves into. That way you are establishing basically clarity from the get-go. So let's talk about benchmarking here. I want to share with you a few steps for creating your signature program. Remember that basically signature program are great because if your framework resonates with your potential leads and clients, its specificity will help them make a clear decision. If it doesn't, then they were not your dream client to begin with. So the first thing you want to do is you want to survey your ideal clients. So we are speaking here about what? Clarity once again. So do you want to design a signature program that attracts the right clients? Then it's time to dig into their psyche and understand how they think, what they are going through, what obstacles they are struggling with, and what they ultimately want to achieve. Put it another way, that's what we call in our investigation. We talk about geography, chronology, demographics, but also psychographics. What's really happening in their mind, right? So, and the best way to do this is to actually survey real people. It's not about just actually having chat GPT or artificial intelligence actually survey. No, you have to survey real people who have real problems, who are trying to who are looking for real solutions to those real problems. And so you want to interview volunteers who match your target audience profile one-on-one. And this really is cool because it allows you to ask follow-up questions and dive deeper into certain topics to uncover insights. Remember, breadth and depth are critical if you are trying to really get granular. If you are trying to get more specifics, you got to go in depth. You got to go broadly too. And the people you survey don't have to be your past or existing clients. They can be anyone as long as they are the type of people you see yourself working with in the future. It's all about defining your persona, right? Your persona is going to help you actually drive growth in the future. So you can ask your personal network to actually refer people to you who match your ideal client profile. And you can also post a shout out on social media to find volunteers for your interview. And so to incentivize people for their time, you can offer one of your courses or coaching materials for free. And if you really want to invest time in this process, you can also offer a short coaching session in exchange. It's all about give and take, right? They give you something, you give them something in return. Who knows, if they enjoy your coaching style, they may become your first signature program clients. So think about that. Next, you want to define the results for your ideal clients. So once you really understand, let's say, once you understand what your ideal clients are struggling with and what they want, you'll be able to nail down the specific outcome they are looking for. It's all about actually having a clear idea about your client's pain points and actually having the right solutions to actually solve those pain points. Not everyone you survey will necessarily want the exact same results, but you can still narrow it down enough to define a clear trajectory for your coaching program. See, the whole thing is that when you go through the coaching program, when you go to the signature, when you go to the survey, the whole idea here is not about like being specific. It's actually collecting intel for you to have a clear idea what's happening in the market and what could work and what could not work, right? It's all about having a level of granularity here. So, and this is kind of cool because starting with your dream clients and their desired outcome in mind is key to actually designing a signature coaching program that creates big results. This way, you'll be able to reverse engineer your framework from the core problems and desires they come to you with. When I speak about core problems and desires, I'm speaking about pain points. Next, you want to actually design a framework that gives your clients results. We're not here to razzle dazzle clients. We're not here to actually tell people fluff. No, you want real results. This is where the reverse engineering starts. Look at the common themes in your survey answers and identify the coaching strategies that would be most effective to get your clients to their desired objectives. Think about your coaching program as a GPS, and how do you actually get your clients to the destination that will make them happy and that will make you happy, also monetarily speaking, but also business wise. So you want to list the techniques, exercises, tools, or approaches, or even hacks in your arsenal that align with your clients' preferences and learning styles. And if you feel that there are gaps in your coaching toolkit, you can consider taking specialized coaching training to bring new methodologies into your practice. And if your signature program is inspired by your personal journey, you can also consider asking yourself a few questions. For example, what did I have to learn to get where I am now? How did I learn it, right? The how is really important. How did I learn it? What was the most difficult thing to get through that didn't seem obvious, that it seemed obvious to me back then? And what helped me overcome it? And what tools were the most powerful in my growth journey? Those are quite essential questions. So you want to expand your research beyond the coaching tools you have that you are already using to pack even more value into your new signature package. Next, you want to test your process. It's all about iteration. I mean, you can have the best process in the whole world. If you don't test it, you'll never know if it's actually efficient and effective, right? It's all about A/B testing. It's all about multivariate testing. You have to test your process, and the next you want to see how your framework plays out in practice, because you can really concoct something in theory, all that kind of good stuff, whatever. You can have a good proposal, but when you actually adapt the framework to real life, you realize, hey, there are gaps here, or the process is working fine. You can offer a free coaching sessions to no more than a few people, ideally from the study group you surveyed, and to see how your process performs in real life. I mean, this is important. Okay, I don't care if you have 30 years of experience or 50 years of experience. If you don't actually put your framework to real life, you are really missing something. There's something called empirical process, real life process. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to conduct an entire coaching program for free, but you can test certain aspects of your program and gather feedback, right? It's all about refining your program. It's all about refining your framework. Would your potential clients pay to go through your process? If the answer is no, you either need to revise the framework to make it more aligned with your clients' needs. You might need to clarify the way you present the program itself. You might need to add in new coaching tools that support your clients, or you might need to remove certain steps in your process to make it more optimized to your key outcomes. Remember, if you are adding value, clients will not mind paying for stuff. But if they realize that you're just asking them to test certain processes of your framework and not adding real value during that process, they're not really going to spend their time or money to actually help you out. So once your revisions are done, if at all necessary, you should have a complete step-by-step plan to take your dream clients from where they are to where they want to be. So let's talk about the duration here. You got to decide on the duration of the coaching program. So, and it's important as you're trying to think about your signature coaching program. If you don't have a duration, you're just not giving any boundaries to people, any chronological boundaries to folks. I mean, we're all humans and we like to have those chronological boundaries. And so if your coaching program is too short, your clients won't have enough time to go through the growth process. If it's too long, they may lose momentum and you may spread yourself too thin as their coach. Remember, you do not want to spread yourself too thin as a client's coach, especially if you want to diversify your client base. You want to find the ideal length and duration that supports the framework you came up with. This will also be kind of key to selling your package and tell your potential clients what it really includes. Okay, so it's all about adding value. Remember that it's all about adding value. It's not just about putting a bunch of stuff, trying to really sell stuff. No, you want to add value. For example, a certain number of one-on-one or group coaching sessions, additional courses or materials. I mean, those materials must actually add value to your clients' lives. Okay, also chat support or other forms of accountability and check-ins. I mean, the bottom line here is what? The bottom line is that for you to find the ideal length and duration, it must actually support the framework you came up with, but also fit the chronology, the demographics, and the geography you're in. If you have clients in the States, in New York, in California, where your clients is located might have an impact too. And when we talk about the coaching program, you want to give it a catchy name. I mean, the name of your signature coaching program is kind of quintessential because it will influence your new client's decision on whether or not they want to go through it with you, right? It's all about branding. It's all about branding. And the name should be specific and descriptive while still remaining as concise as possible. And here are a few signature program name ideas as examples. We're going to put this on the screen. So empowerment, mastery for women leaders, mindful momentum, stress management, and resilience coaching for CEOs, peak performance blueprint for high achievers, soulful balance for urban moms, radiant relationships intensive, holistic wellness for retirees, the financial freedom formula for wealth building, creative confidence catalyst for artists, family dynamics 101 for new parents. So we're going to put this on the screen so you have a clear idea what I'm speaking about. If you are stuck with this, consider getting help from a copywriter to come up with name variations for your specific program. Next, if you're thinking about creating a signature coaching program, you want to create a sales page. Sales pages are critical. I mean, sales pages are going to help you close the deal, so to speak. Okay, now that you know what you want to help your ideal clients achieve and how you'll get them there, it's time to write a sales page that reflects that, right? I mean, when we speak about writing a sales page, if you feel like you have no idea what I'm speaking about, you can actually just hire a copywriter. Right? Copywriter will do it for you. Or nowadays you also have landing page builders such as lead pages or unbounds that will actually help you out. I mean, you even have a Paperbell or Mighty Networks. I mean, some coaching software tools, they have a landing page builder integrated. That way you can actually do things natively and not actually rely on third-party integrations to actually create your sales page. And so here are a few topics you can cover on your page. capture the main promise of your program in a short tagline. You can paint the picture of what your ideal clients are struggling with, right? You can explain how they may have been disappointed in the past by other situations. Introduce your program and how it's different from other similar coaching programs. You want to break down how your program works and the outcomes it leads to. It's all about what? Action, reaction. If I take this action, I'm going to have this reaction. You want to tackle objections by providing an FAQ session, frequently asked questions. You want to illustrate how their lives could be with your program compared to without it. And so you can have a before and after sort of contrast and comparison. You don't have to make your sales page perfect for the first time. You can refine it along the way, especially once you test out your signature program and get feedback from several constituencies. Next, you want to create content. So as when we talk about creating a signature coaching program, you really have to feed it. You have to feed content to it, right? It has to be alive. It has to be something live, not lethargic. So it's time to lay out the written and recorded materials that you want to use as a part of your signature program, right? So the thing is, when we talk about the signature program, we are speaking about workbooks with a set of exercises, guided meditation recordings, case studies or success stories, recommended rating, and additional resources. You can also have assessments, pre-recorded video lectures, and also the slides and notes you want to present in your videos or send over for a self-study, right? It really depends on your niche. I mean, the goal here is what? To be fully prepared once you hop on a video call with your first client. It's all about being prepared. It's all about being consistent. But most importantly, it's all about having the first right impression. So going through it might require more energy from you than usual. So it's best to have everything at hand before you launch. Next, you want to market your signature program. So you got to share your signature coaching program with the world, right? So marketing your program is just as important as designing the framework for it. Because if you have a wonderful program and nobody knows about it, you ain't going anywhere, right? So now, there are various approaches you can take to market your signature program, and you can run a launch period during which you offer extra bonuses or a beta pricing model. You can create an email sequence to send out to your subscribers. So that's kind of cool also, because it really you are able to test out the waters and see what works and what doesn't work. You can use the social media to educate your audience about your process and direct them to book a call with you or check out your sales page. You can run ads once you have proven a level of interest in your program. And also you can book podcast interviews where you can discuss your framework. It's all about finding the right avenue for sharing your framework. Now you should really aim for both long-term podcast interviews, for instance, and short-term sales email sequences, marketing strategies to ensure the longevity of your program, right? It's all about varying actually the chronology of your program so that you can actually tackle several topics and also target several constituencies. This is very important. So with your own signature coaching program, you'll know exactly how you can help your ideal clients succeed, and you'll have a repeatable process you can use over and over again. So here's a recap here. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to create a signature coaching program, and I gave you a general comments and also the benchmarking. Now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.